Coach's Corner is your source. Baseball, football, soccer, and hoops. The Coach's Corner has the scoop. It's the Coach's Corner with Andy.
Covering Tri-State sports, it's the Coach's Corner with Andy on 92.1 The GOAT.
It's the Coach's Corner.
I'm Andy with the Coach's Corner. We have Kaden Jones here with us. He's a golfer at Boonsboro, and John Miller's joining us again. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Good to hear. So Kaden, you're golfing at Boonsboro. You're a senior over there. How was this past season? Golf season, remind me, runs. It's a fall sport and a spring sport, or just a fall?
Just fall.
Just fall. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure. Couldn't remember. I know your season just wrapped up not too long ago. And how'd you do this year?
I did a little worse than I wanted to, but I would say there was definitely a couple of successes during the year.
Okay. Well, so you kind of have a cool backstory here. Just a little bit of information John has given me. You finished 9th in 2023 in the state tournament, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then 10th in 2024 this year. Respectable finishes, especially for the level of talent in the golf scene in Washington County. But John, what I want you to kind of let everybody know, because I love your stories about how you meet your golfers. Go ahead and tell us how you met Kaden.
Okay. So I told this and he knows it. It's a great one. If he's going to write a book, it's called Zero to Hero. And I met him at Yinglings. I was out there doing a little maintenance job because, I try to help Dave out because he helps us out. And he was coming up hole 4. I was there messing around. And, every time I see a kid out on the golf course, first question is what's your name and where are you going to go to high school? And ran into him and his dad. And the answer was, well, he's going to go to Boonsboro and he's going to try out for golf, but he never really played much. And I'm like, well, okay, great. I just happen to be the golf coach and, come on out and give it a try. So you take this kid that had very limited golf experience in 8th grade summer and then become state qualifying championship worthy material in 4 short years. That really explains the testament to his raw natural ability. And then the amount of work this one kid put in to go from a zero to a hero.
So, Kaden, my question for you, since you didn't have any golf experience previously, what made you choose golf to focus on in high school?
Well, I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease early 8th grade.
Okay.
And during that time, I was playing baseball. And then just between the Crohn's disease stuff, visit to the hospital, kind of grew out of baseball, and then didn't end up making a travel team. And then kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I just went to the range one day with my dad, and then I just kind of picked it up from there.
Wow. So you took a negative and turned it into a positive, really. And that's really cool. That's awesome. You don't really see that in younger kids, usually something like that happens that affects your life so much. It can really take a toll on you, but it's great to see you turn that around, make it something positive and succeed at golf. So, we talked about your finishes in states in 2023 and 2024. You've also been named multiple times to the all-county golf team and all-conference first team in your high school career. Are you planning to play in college?
Yes, I recently committed to Lenore-Ryan University.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, Kane, you do a lot of the junior golf series in the area too, and a lot of the local golf scene in the high schools do that as well. And you guys actually get some lessons from the local pros. Is that right?
Yes.
So, which of those local pros do you think has helped you the most, or which have you most enjoyed?
I would say Billy Hoffman is my main guy right now. He's my main swing guy, but I got Dirk Schultz up at Maryland National. He's always been there for me. And then he's not a pro, but Chuck Thatcher has been awesome for me, just learning from him. He's a very talented golfer, and he's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's really cool. We talked a little bit about the pros that help out the players on the golf team with John last time when we talked to Piper the other day. And that's kind of invaluable, information, both physically so they can teach you, things like John said, adjustments and what to work on. And then the mental aspect of the game too, because that's a big thing with golf. How do you handle all the tough situations out on the course? Do you have a certain mantra you go through? Do you have a certain routine if you're down or you just bogeyed a hole? How do you bounce yourself back?
My thing was this year was just know that the round isn't over until you sign the scorecard and turn it in. So it was just knowing that I am a good golfer, and just because I made one bad swing on one bad hole doesn't mean that I can't just go make birdie on the next or just par out for the rest of the round, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So what a lot of people probably don't realize as well with golf is it can get really expensive. Let alone just your golf clubs to start off with. If you going to get a decent pair of golf clubs, that's what, a couple $100. Am I in the right ballpark? Maybe more.
Or more.
Way more.
Yeah, or more. Then you have the shoes, because you can't be like me and go out on the golf course and play in your sneakers. Other equipment.
Look good, play good.
Oh, there you go. Hey, then, as long as I feel like I look good, I should be set then. But travel expenses are in there as well as your fittings, entry fees to tournaments. But you guys actually have kind of got in the driver's seat at a certain local golf course. I think John said it's the home to 5 of the 6 teams in Washington County. Black Rock, right, John?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, and you guys are able to take advantage of that course. Do you guys practice there? Do you go there often, Kaden, and play? Is that considered your home course as well?
I would say so. Over the summer, I like to play a couple times, but I try not to go there too much because I know during high school season we're going to be there almost every day.
Yeah, I hear you. So I actually know Ryan Crabtree over there. He's a good friend. His wife is actually related to my wife. So we see them quite often, and Ryan's a great guy. I have a gift certificate I actually need to use. I need to get out there. Haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Well, yep. We got to give him props because he really tries to accommodate all these schools, all these kids, practice matches. So we really have to give Black Rock credit for doing that because it's very hard outside of Washington County when we go to play other schools and talk to other coaches. It's very hard to get high school kids on any golf course.
Yeah. John, I would probably call you the master recruiter in the area, though. All you got to do is show up to a Yinglings, and you can probably get 3 or 4 golfers on your team.
Well, that's I told you about teaching those those clinics in May and September.
Yeah.
As soon as I see the roster, the first thing I do is what kids in the Boonsboro school district. I don't care if they're 8 or they're 12.
Yep. And Kate, it's got to feel good to be part of the such success there at Boonsboro as well. You have a huge support system behind you. That's got to be reassuring to have people rooting you on and helping you along the way. Sports can teach you a lot of life lessons, especially high school sports. Do you have one particular life lesson that kind of stands out for you during your golf career in high school?
I would say the main thing that I learned that I definitely didn't know for sure is that one failure does not define you. Just because I play bad one match doesn't mean that I'm going to suck for the rest of the year. I'm going to be able to just go out, practice maybe a couple extra times, and I'm going to play just as good as golf that I know I'm capable of.
That's wonderful to hear you say that. I can definitely tell you have a great head on your shoulders, like all the other golfers I've talked to at Boonsboro. And I think, John, you're probably much of a credit for that. And it's awesome to see Boonsboro thrive the way they are. Do you have any future plans after college, Kaden, or are you kind of taking it day by day?
Originally, I did want to study professional golf management, become a head pro. I would say that's still my goal. Although I may not major in it, it's still very possible to become a head pro somewhere and just get back what I've learned so far.
That would be cool, yeah. So are you planning on trying to go like semi-pro, anything like that? Or how do those processes work? Do you have to register for that, or what exactly do you have to do?
Yeah, from what I know as of right now, I could technically play in many tour events because of my handicap. Obviously, those players are far ahead of me right now, but
one day you never know.
Throughout playing college, just see how good I can get, how much work I can put in, and then see where it takes me from there.
So how much of the college experience have they informed you about so far? What does the schedule look like? Is it a year-round thing, or is this considered into one season as well at college like it is in high school?
No, they will have a fall and a spring season. Okay. Fall will be a little bit smaller than spring, but they're going to be practicing almost every day, at least Monday through Friday, getting workouts in every other day, stuff like that. And then probably playing around 5 tournaments in the fall and then 6 or 7 in the spring.
So what kind of workouts do you do as a golfer when you're on the college scene? A lot of people probably don't put working out and golfing in the same sentence, just because they're amateur golfers and they don't know what it takes to put into it a lot of the times. What kind of workouts are you guys going to do? Or?
From what I know of so far, it's going to be a lot more just like core workouts. It's not more about just like how much you can bench, how much you can squat. It's going to be your fast twitch muscles. How can you strengthen your core, stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, if you look at the professional golfers on tour, they travel with a fitness instructor. They have a fitness coach that travels with them. So when you get to the college level, they're doing golf-specific training.
Yeah. That's interesting. I've never even thought about what kind of training goes into golf outside of just the game itself. Then again, I've never participated like you have in golf, so kind of makes sense. But that's really neat to hear. So when you get to college, Kaden, is there one single team? Is there like a JV team and a varsity team? What is the aspect there? How does that work?
It's going to be very relative to high school where it is just one team. They're going to travel with 5, and then you have to play your way in to make that top 5, just like you would in high school. You got to prove to the coach that you're there to put in the work, and then you got to beat out some of your teammates in order to play in the tournaments.
That's cool. I really like that too in the golf scene, not just like you said in high school, but in college too. You have to play your way to earn to travel. I really like that. I think it kind of brings out that competitiveness that you need to succeed in golf. This is really cool to hear. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do very well. What's the college again? It's in North Carolina, right?
Lenore-Rhyne, yes.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Will you be traveling down towards Maryland any during your seasons, or is it all mostly Southern?
It's going to be mostly Southern. I doubt we'll be traveling up here, sadly.
Gotcha. What's the mascot over there?
Bears.
The Bears. All right. Go Bears. Well, college Bears, not the professional football. I don't like those guys. No, I'm kidding. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. It's been a pleasure. One last thing I do want to ask you, Kaden. I know you're a huge golfer. Are you into any other sports currently?
I play a little bit of rec basketball, but that's it.
Okay. So, when I say into sports, what are you following on TV?
I'm watching professional football right now. I'm a big Ravens fan.
Okay, respectable. I can respect a Ravens fan as long as you're not Cowboys, Eagles, or Giants.
No,
you're good in my book. I'm a Commanders fan. So, but the NFL's a hot thing right now, and the season's just starting, so it's exciting. The Masters is the next big event for golf coming up is that March or April?
I believe April.
April. That's a huge event. Have you ever been to a professional golf? Is it a golf match? Forgive my dumbness. I'm sorry.
I went to the Wells Fargo tournament last year.
Oh, cool. How was that?
It was great just seeing because it was Wells Fargo is always the big names, so getting to see all the top guys on tour, seeing how they work, it's crazy.
Got to meet some of them.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Cool. Did you go with him, John, or was it him?
But I saw the pictures. They sent them to me from there.
Cool.
I was a little envious.
Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, that's awesome. So, I'm sorry. One more question I do want to ask you, and I meant to ask Piper this too because I thought it was kind of a silly question, and a lot of people will probably be able to relate to it. Have you ever tried to swing like Happy Gilmore?
100%.
I think every person that plays golf has tried, right? Were you successful? Were you able to hit the ball?
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's tough. I've tried it, and I can't hit the ball regularly, so no way I can do it like a hockey shot. That's for sure. You're welcome. All right, guys, let me stop this here. What is going on with this? All right, so apparently I can't hit stop on the recording, so we'll just end the session when we're done. And everything, still the same thing goes. Let everything upload. You remember how Piper did it, John. It shouldn't take too long. Are you on your phone or a computer, Kid?
Computer.
Okay, so just leave the website up. Everything will download, and then you should be good to go. Just don't exit it out until everything's uploaded on your end, or it won't upload completely, and we'll have to go back in and do it. But that's not a huge deal if that happens.
Okay.
And then what will happen is I'm going to put this on tomorrow's show. So I'll send you guys the link. John, I'll send you the link again. And Kaden, I'll text you the link. you can watch the video at YouTube. They're available at 5 every day. And then the audio portion plays over 92.1 FM. So that part, the whole show that I put together will go out over the FM station. But you can always look at your video at any time at YouTube. So
All right.
kind of nice. But like I said to John, feel free to use it, share it with whoever you like. There's no restriction on it or anything like that. It's all my say. So go at it. Have fun.
Yeah, I've been telling people about you and about your station and about your show. Very happy to hear that someone is taking on a role in sports in Washington County, that there is a void, and you are filling it very well.
Yeah, golf's a big sport in Washington County, and I feel like it kind of gets shoved aside a little bit because when people think golf, they really don't think I'm going to go watch this golf match.
Right.
But I mean, there's a lot of successful kids like Kaden and Piper, and a lot of them, they'll get the recognition, but it's minimal at best. Yeah. So, that's where I step in. It's my job. I'm all sports. I'm all for it. I love golf. I'm not good at it, but I love it.
We appreciate your help.
Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. John, thank you again for bringing Kaden on. Kaden, thanks for your time. Good luck in college, and we'll have to hook up again here soon and get a status report on how you're doing.
Of course, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
If you'd like to be featured on the Coach's Corner with Andy, email coach at 921thegoat.com.